As the poet John Greenleaf Whittier wrote, "Of all sad words of tongue and pen, the saddest are, 'It might have been,' 'I should have,' and 'I wish I had.'" These words hold especially true for the phenomenon of saving. 1. No serious regrets. Not now or in the future. Being a sensible saver is good, but deprivation is not, so don't try to save too much. Look for ways to save that you can make into good habits. 2. Freedom of choice, now as well as in the future. Savings bring you a comforting sense of accomplishment. It comes with a process of saving as well as with the results. And what are those results? Affluence, pure and simple. So how does one save to get affluent, you might ask? It's really quite straightforward. Reduce your expenses well below your income and shazam! You are affluent because your income exceeds your outgo. The purpose of saving is to help you keep your priorities, not to make you sacrifice. It's not about trying to squeeze orange juice from a turnip, as it were. Your goal is to feel better about your life and the way you are living it. And here's where savings come in. Savings provide a secure retirement. It can make all those once impossible and far-fetched dreams quite possible. So suppose you start thinking about what you really want, need, enjoy in the long term, or maybe even in the short term. You definitely want to start thinking about how to make them possible. And well, you already have your answer. It's a simple 4-letter word: save. So let's take a look at how it can be done. First, do no harm. Stop dissaving. What's dissaving? Is there a word like that? Of course! It simply means not spending more than you earn, especially by running up debts. Let's take a look at your worthy credit card. Scott Adams, the creator of the Dilbert comic strip, calls credit cards the crack cocaine of the financial world. Credit card debt is great. It's seductive, but it is not good for you. It's not good for anyone. It's great for the lenders, only the lenders. It offers you a credit limit. You almost never get asked to pay off your debts. The bank will graciously allow you to keep making low monthly payments. What more could you want? But hey, let those obligations pile up and you'll see. When your debt accumulates to a certain prescribed amount that you are not aware of, the bank will suddenly decide the time for graciousness is done and the time for reckoning is here. You are then summarily and ungraciously informed that you have borrowed too much. Your interest rate from the normal 18% is increased, and lo and behold, you have suddenly switched from receiving money from the bank to giving money to the bank in copious amounts. You are not just in debt, you are in trouble. If you don't do as the bank says, legal action will be taken. Never, never take on credit card debt. This is close to an inviolable commandment of saving. Second, start early. Time is money. As Bernard Shaw once said, youth is wasted on the young. So start saving young and be savvy about it. Do it at compound interest. Compound interest brings you a return not only on your savings, but also on the accumulated interest on your savings. When money compounds for long periods, the resulting amount can be awe-inspiring. So let's look at the rule of 72. It's an amazing rule. It's easy and it unlocks the mystery of compounding. Here it is. X times Y equals 72. That is, X is the number of years it takes to double your money, and Y is the percentage of rate of return you earn on your money. This rule is great when it's working for you, but it's ghastly when it's working against you. That's why credit card debt is so grim. You're actually required to pay interest on interest for amounts you have borrowed if your repayments aren't made in full and on time. A credit card debt is the exact opposite of a great investment. Third, be disciplined and rational. Savings is like weight control. Both have a lot to do with perspective. Here's a powerful insight. People who are thin like being thin, and people who save like saving. So the key to success at both these things is to see them as a game of control, where you call the shots in spite of the temptations. The goal is clear. Get the most of what you really want somewhere into the pattern of things to come, and then focus on getting them. Triage your expenditures into 3: best value, good value, and dubious value, and look for those that are not really necessary. And then stop them from taking your money away from you. It isn't always necessary to keep up with the Joneses. It's as simple as that. 4. Let the government help you. How? Throughout history, people have changed their behavior to avoid taxes. Follow historical tradition. I'm not saying cheat the government. Don't even think about it. What I'm saying is take full advantage of the many of government opportunities that make savings tax deductible and let them grow tax-free. National policy provides a number of tax incentives for Americans to save. but sadly millions of Americans don't take advantage of them. You might wonder why, but that's not very clear. What is clear, however, is that it is necessary to save, and that there are good ways to do it. You only need to know how, and then of course you need to make up your mind to do it. At the end of the day, the business of saving is really all up to you.